Hello, everybody. This is WOD Studios with your favorite sports talk shows, KBR Sports, the best sports talk show of your 24 hours. I'm your host, Brendan Abbin, with my two co-hosts.
What's up, everybody? You know it's Rashad here again.
Khalid Lewis, Young Lid, aka Mr. 1201.
1201 is in the building.
All the time.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a the Lord is good type thing. All the time, the Lord is good. All right. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day today. Coming at you with some good old sports talk today. Let's get right to it with the NBA
Playoffs.
Yeah, NBA playoffs, man. Yesterday night there's three games in action: the Mavs, Rockets, Celtics, Cavaliers, Wizards, Raptors. We're gonna get started with the Wizards and the Raptors. The score was 117-106.
John Wall and Bradley Beal combined for 54 points.
Yeah, they did. John Wall broke a what's called Wizards record.
Franchise record.
Yeah, with 17 assists.
Mm.
And they're just balling right now. It's weird because to end the regular season, they weren't really playing consistent. They were just dropping games. And then all of a sudden they seem to have found their rhythm. What do you think about the Wizards, Colin?
That man John Wall is on a mission. He's trying to win the championship, man. He wants to be recognized. Like, I feel like people trying to not focus on him too much because we got LeBron and we got D Rose coming back and all that stuff like that. Like, come on, this man played in work last night. 26 points plus 17 assists. Mm-hmm. Just finessing. And bro, I Bradley Beal as well. Like, that man has been getting off too. Mm-hmm. He had 26 points and
Bradley Beal had 28.
Or 28 points?
Yeah.
He had about 28 points too. So, I mean, the Wizards ain't nothing to be, slept on.
So where do you think they can go? How do you think the rest of this series with Toronto is going to play out?
I think Toronto might get one game on them, but Wizards is looking pretty. They are looking good.
What do you think, Rashad?
Toronto's the only team to lose both their games.
Mm-hmm.
At home. They on home. Wizards on the road.
Wizards, won on the road.
Everybody else is winning. So sad to say.
It is.
But I mean, you got to think about it. The team they're playing against, I feel like that should be a higher seed team than what they are. They should definitely be higher than Toronto. Toronto had that great start though. Had that great start of the season, which had them all the way at 2 for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had that slump towards the end. But you're already at 2, so I mean it's gonna be hard to drop like crazy low. Yeah. But like you said, John Wall, Bradley Beal, they did their thing tonight. Hey, last person to have 17 assists, 25 points was Steve Nash. Back in was MVP season or right after it. Yeah. So that's hard to get numbers in a playoff game. That's hard to get.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Paul Pierce come. Like, I want to see what he can do too. Because DeMar DeRozan had him checked last night.
I mean, Paul Pierce. Yeah. I feel what you're saying. Paul Pierce, you need him to perform.
Yeah,
you need him to perform. Think about it. They got rid of Trevor Ariza. They got him now. You need him to perform. You need that veteran aspect on the team to get them guys who's not used to going through these rounds in the playoff. Mm-hmm. You got it. You know what I'm saying? What did they make last year? Almost conference finals.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, they lost to the Pacers.
Yeah.
Awfully. Inexperience just came through and showed.
So what I'm saying? He's gonna help them a lot more. Cause I mean he's been here plenty of times.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Yeah, he's the veteran. He just gotta make sure he steps up too. But these young guys coming through now doing their thing. Man. They're doing their thing.
He's the guy. He's the guy only guy on the team with the ring.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
He's experience. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all checked out what he had to say about just this generation and everything. It's crazy because he was talking about how when he was on the Nets, people like Darren Williams and stuff didn't want it, and
Darren Williams.
Yeah, he was saying that Darren Williams, everybody was trying to put him.
Ring.
He just didn't.
No, he didn't want to win. He didn't have that drive in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Them guys in Brooklyn, he was like, yo, I can't play with them. They don't have it. They're not like the Celtics team he played for.
Yeah.
Or something like
they're
that.
Not the same cut. They don't work for it. They don't wake up every morning and live and breathe basketball. Basketball is life. It was just for Darren Williams. Think about it. A few years ago when Darren Williams was coming to Brooklyn, everybody was like, oh, Darren Williams is gonna be it was like top 3 point guards at that time. Him,
Uh-huh.
Chris Paul, Tony Parker, Steve Nash actually too at that time. They were talking about them 5 or 4 were the best point guards. Then when it comes to Brooklyn, and they just fully underachieved. So, you know, and it's crazy because he was talking about Bradley Beal. He's talking about John Wall, how he tried to get them into that mindset where they just you know, just breathe basketball. Like, you got to work. You want to work constantly to improve your game. You don't want to wait till your career is like on the back end when your athleticism is starting to drop and stuff. Because Paul Pierce says all the time, if I would have known the things I know now, man, he said I would have been even more of a problem. I would have been more than the truth. I would have been the prophecy. The prophecy.
One more thing to note: the Wizards also kind of like the way how they kind of like took over the game. Which Kyle Lowry, he got into foul trouble.
He did, and that's a lose-lose situation. He got a foul trouble. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and that led them to a 31 to 14 run before the half. So
he also had that leg injury.
At the end.
Yeah, so you know that's day to day for him. So. You can't lose Kyle Lowry on that team. But back to Paul Pierce real quick. You think it's safe to say he got that killer instinct? I think it's safe to say he has a drive.
I feel like he can have it.
But does he have the killer instinct?
He don't have Kobe killer instinct. I mean, how many people have Kobe killer instinct?
Not many.
Exactly.
Jordan.
Russell Westbrook could be thrown in there.
Sometimes.
How bad
he wants to win.
How bad he wants to win. Russell Westbrook, how he goes about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little questionable. But I say Paul Pierce. I wouldn't say he has that. He's not. He's a competitor, but he's not the same kind of competitor like of a Kobe Bryant, Russell Westbrook, all that. But he knows what it takes to win. He knows how hard you have to work to win. So, you know, he's not gonna sit back and be comfortable. I think he even said this might be his last season. Also,
really?
This might be his last season. So he's not trying to go out on a playoff alibi. You know, when he knows they have the potential, the talent to go somewhere. Think about it. Their starting lineup is John Wall, him, Bradley Beal, Marcin Gortat, and Nene.
That's a killer lineup. Yeah, that's a killer lineup.
That's a real good starting lineup. You can compete with a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference with that lineup. And I mean, their bench isn't all that great. I mean, you do have Otto Porter coming off the bench, but then your backup point guards are Ramon Sessions, and you know the bench isn't all that great. But in the Eastern Conference, you can get somewhere with that. You get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's when you'll actually face your real competition. So it's like they just need to play up to their talent and not play down. Granted, they have had injuries, but there's no excuse for how they just went on that downhill slide the last few games of the season. That was just bad.
But I feel like they need to turn up, and when they turn up, they're gonna be a problem in the second round.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, because who they have matched up with if they make it second round, and
it would either be the Bulls.
That'll be sure it's not Atlanta.
I'm not sure.
That's it. Yeah,
because people were talking about the Bulls are going to play the Cavs.
Yeah, that's something
in the Eastern Conference Final.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're in the same.
They wouldn't
bracket. But or in the same.
I think I can probably tell you right now. Actually,
play with each other. And while you look that up, we'll go on to the Mavs and
the Rockets.
Yeah, the Mavs and the Rockets. That game was for all those who watched it was pretty chippy.
My man Josh Smith though.
Josh Smith balled out.
Hold on. Josh Smith and Dwight Howard showed in the fourth quarter.
They did. They balled out, man. The Rockets won 111-99. Josh Smith in the fourth quarter, he had 9 assists. That's crazy. And half of them, 6 of them were like lobs.
All to Dwight.
My man almost had a triple double.
Right?
Yeah. Really. Really. Almost all his passes going to the right Dwight. I think in the fourth quarter he had 1 pass that went to Corey Brewer.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, 1 pass.
That's why all his assists came from that fourth quarter.
Yeah, man. He was balling out on them. Honestly, I think the Rockets. I mean, I picked the Rockets to win this series, but I think the Rockets, if Josh Smith plays how he played yesterday,
and Dwight plays like he did,
and Dwight Howard plays like how
he dominated.
Yeah,
that's the dominating Dwight everybody used to know.
They balled out. It's funny because even yesterday on Inside the NBA, Shaquille O'Neal was saying, you know, for a dominant big man, I always say he should average at least 25 points, 12 rebounds.
That's funny because he got 12 rebounds last night and 28 points.
28 points, 12 rebounds, and how many blocks did he have?
How many blocks did he have?
Look it
up.
I think he had like 3 or 4 actually. Because the game before he had like 4 blocks in 1 quarter. Like that's just like literally he's still working his way back into prime condition.
Yeah, because he played 33 minutes this game. I think last game he played 17 minutes.
Yeah, because I mean,
he's still trying to get.
Yeah, he's still trying to get sick, but he's doing his. You can't take him out. You can't. You can't take him out. You can't take him out when he's doing that. You can't take him out. He's hitting his free throws.
Yeah,
he's hitting. Hey, when you hit your free throws, you know it's a good night.
Yeah, he was legit hitting his free throws.
Own it.
Like they were confused. Like he was. I was even confused. I was watching. I was like, dang, he just got another and 1. And I was like, let's see. Let's see if he actually goes and knocks down the free throw. He went and knocked like 3 and 1s down straight in a row. And you know when the announcer always says, "Oh, he's shooting really well for the free throw line," you're like, "Here comes a miss." Here comes a miss. Like
what's the name? Was it all 8 straight?
Yeah,
man. He shot 8 for 11, I think.
Yeah, he was just knocking them down.
He hit 8 straight and then bam, missed it.
I'm like, it was Steve Smith that was commenting. He's like. Dwight's made 8 straight free throws. Like you just messed it up. You just killed him because they do the same thing. Think about it. Every good free throw shooter, like Ray Allen, 90% of the season has made like 40 straight. Miss. This is so uncharacteristic of Ray Allen. I mean, you think you just messed him up. Like it's so funny that is how announcers be messing, just jinx it. But I do think the Rockets, if those two, cause we know James Harden's gonna do.
Yeah, James Harden performed too. He had 24 points and 6 assists.
Yeah, you know, like we know what he's gonna do. But if those two come to play, because I mean, now James Harden is kind of taking up the point guard role since Patrick Beverley got hurt. Yeah. You know, so now he's kind of taking up the point guard role, and Prigioni comes in off the bench. You know, he'll take the load off James for a little while. But that's why they've now utilizing Josh Smith more as that point forward, so that James Harden isn't forced to ball handle as much, as that gets really exhausting. But what do y'all think about where the series is going to go? Do you guys think there's going to be a sweep, or Mavs might get 1 game at home?
One thing I want to say is Rajon Rondo was quiet last night. The man did not make any noise. He didn't really show up as well. Chandler Parsons is hurt too. He may not come back for the rest of the series.
No, he's out. He's out for the rest of the series.
He's out for the rest of the series.
So I mean, this is kind of looking like a sweep to me.
I don't know. See, if you got to think about it, Dirk shot poorly, and I don't know what's good with Rondo. You know, someone messed with his cereal that morning or something. he was teed off all day.
Someone messed with his Fruity Pebbles.
Hey, mess with Fruity Pebbles. You can't mess with Fruity Pebbles. You can mess with
Lucky Charms too.
Oh, you can mess with those. You can mess with Fruity Pebbles. But see, he was off his game, walking. How you get a violation? How you get an 8-second violation?
Apparently, I didn't notice it, but he was looking at Rick Carlisle when he was walking the ball up the court. I mean, you should have some kind of urgency even if you're looking to get the play. But he was looking, because now Rick Carlisle has like a short leash on him, so like he was looking at him for the play. And he's just like walking the ball. He's just staring at Rick Carlisle. I'm like, you gotta move, man.
Yeah, you gotta walk faster.
Move up the court, like. And I didn't notice it like watching it in real time until I watched it on Inside the NBA, and they showed it how he was just looking at Rick Carlisle waiting for the play call. And I'm like, it's kind of. You said what?
I said toss it out.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things that's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if Rondo is like hurt. If he's not the same player after he got his ACL injury. The thing is, before he came to the Mavs, he was averaging 10.8 assists though. So I'm like, he's shown that he can still be that same player, but I don't know if it's whether
they have the momentum in the playoffs.
No, it's not that. It's whether him and Rick Carlisle, it's just not a fit because it's like what everybody tried to do to Russell Westbrook for the first part of his whole career. Everybody's telling him you need to chill out, you need to calm down. They're trying to keep him in the cage. Rick Carlisle likes to be in control of the team, and it's like he's kind of keeping Rondo in the cage. So I'm like wondering, is it Rondo? Is it Rick Carlisle? I mean, it sounds like you just go to a team, you're just not,
Yeah, I don't think he want to be there at all.
Yeah, honestly. Same thing with. Remember how Josh Smith was on the Pistons?
Yeah, he was not performing. He wasn't. They didn't want him there. They got rid of him quick.
And all those reports that are coming out about Josh Smith talking about he didn't want to come off the bench in Detroit. Yeah, but he's coming off the bench with the Rockets. Slandering.
Hey, reporters are gonna say what they want to say.
They are gonna say what they want to say. Oh, I feel like the team leaks what they want to leak.
Yeah,
the team's gonna try and cover their back. make it seem like, oh, Josh is the issue, but then he goes to Houston and he's a perfect bench player. Like, it's just funny to me. So I'm starting to wonder if it's really Rondo or if it's just Rick Carlisle's just keeping him in that cage. But I mean, people are putting this whole loss on Rondo. Like, Rondo is the main emphasis. But I mean, when Dirk Nowitzki shoots 3 or 14,
yeah, that's
and also Tyson Chandler had some off times too. Like he couldn't predict the alleys to Dwight Howard, even that dunk on with Josh Smith.
See, that's hard to do though, because you have to. You saw what happened when he didn't go for that. Ooh, he got banged on. You know,
on that man.
He got a poster quick. Hey, I'm gonna go buy that poster for real. That junk probably look pretty. But he did his job.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. What's supposed to help? It's his teammates are supposed to come out and help him. He can't guard too.
Of course.
So, but honestly, they're not. I don't think they're gonna get swept.
Yeah,
Dirk isn't.
How many games you think they're gonna get?
They maybe one. Maybe one. They won't get both in Dallas.
What do you think, Kelly? How many games do you think they're gonna get?
If they perform like they did last night, I can see a sweep. At most just one.
You think Rondo plays more than 10 minutes next game?
I mean, he probably will.
What do you think, Brendan? More than 10 minutes?
I mean, if he doesn't play more than 10 minutes, that's an issue.
Exactly.
That's all he played this game.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how do you? I mean, granted, Rondo was messing up because he was fouling James Harden unnecessarily.
Got tech and everything.
Yeah, he was just being like really knuckleheaded. Like a lot of plays, it was like you can't play defense on a guy going like this the whole time. Like he was legit grabbing James Harden and playing defense on him, and James Harden was like, okay, and just swings up through him and gets the foul call for 3 free throws. I'm like, if a guy is doing that kind of stuff and he's becoming a detriment to your team, and that's when you got put in JJ Barea. And trust me, they're not going to win this series. JJ Barea.
Monta Ellis was helping pull their weight in the fourth quarter with them 24 points.
He was, but that's not going to get it done.
It wasn't.
Monta Ellis can't be the only factor that's getting it done. Dirk Nowitzki has to show up.
Exactly.
Rajon Rondo has to show up. Monta has to show up. Their bench has to show up. Like JJ Barea is a big part of the bench, and they had to give him extra minutes because of the fact
he played as a starter pretty much.
Yeah, the roles reversed.
Yeah, that block though. That Dwight Howard had on JJ Barea.
Yeah, he sent that jump to the crowd, yo.
He blocked that man.
He sent that jump he put power and everything behind that block, yo. He put everything behind that block.
Mad this man's life.
I was like, his back is not hurting tonight. His back is.
That's what happens when you get the ball.
Exactly.
You feel the excitement. You get the excitement and everything going. Like when you get the ball, you're gonna be hyped. But let's go on to the next game. You know, the Cavaliers and the Celtics. When I say
Kyrie is amazing. You know, this man is the sixth man in NBA history to score more than 31 points in his playoff debut.
Kyrie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's amazing.
He can definitely.
Yeah, he can play, yo.
He can definitely.
He can play.
That's the issue.
You know, it also helps them last night that LeBron dropped 15 in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
That's the funny thing because this Boston Celtics team.
Oh, they're gonna get one, yo.
Yeah,
they're gonna get one.
That's the thing. LeBron even said it last night after the game. He was like, if we keep playing this kind of basketball, we're gonna lose. He's like, we can play this kind of basketball at home, but on the road, it's not gonna fly because it's a whole different kind of animal when you go on the road and you have fans that's booing you. Your communication and stuff is kind of getting messed up because fans are getting so loud and their level, like the crowd gets you back, it increases your energy level at home. But when they go on the road, Celtics fans are gonna. Boston's not gonna do that. They're not gonna get you hyped over a Kyrie move
nothing
or something.
Get that LeBron dunk. They're gonna hit no cheers, no screams.
Exactly. You're gonna hear a lot of boos or something. You're gonna have a few of those bandwagon Cavaliers fans in the stands.
Yeah, they're gonna be some.
Yeah, of course.
But that's Boston, yo.
Yeah,
they hit some diehard fans in Boston. Every sport.
Of course.
Boston Celtics fans are mean. They are mean. Oh my God.
No reward show for nobody's feeling show.
Yeah, man. We're in this lanyard. We're in the Laker lanyard. Oh man, they say some things to you. They say some things to you. You're just like, wow. I thought we were all humans. Like they just say some things to you that make you think twice. But do y'all see the Celtics getting a game or so?
Yeah, I see them getting a game.
Yeah. Really?
Because let me say why they'll get a game.
Okay.
Cavaliers bench is playing awful.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing awful.
Boston's bench, on the other hand.
Yeah, they're playing a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing a lot better. But this last game, the starter scored 92 of 99 points. 92.
Yeah.
Wow.
92.
Yeah.
92. If you watch the highlights of the game, it's only to LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, that's all the highlights are.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be team highlights.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be team highlight. Every pass is just between those three.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yo,
You're not getting the rest of
yeah,
the ball. Like,
you're not gonna score 92 points between three people. Well, between all five people every night. You know what I'm saying? You need some bench scoring in there. So, and plus you're going to Boston. Boston competes with them every night. They compete in Cleveland.
oh, yeah. See, a team like Boston, you know, like, well, this is what I don't understand about superstar teams. Because a team like Boston that's devoid of the superstar talent, they're gonna compete so hard just to win a game.
Exactly.
I always wonder, I'm like, what would happen if these superstar teams competed as hard as the lower talent teams?
Ooh.
Like, imagine that. Imagine if every possession, the Cavaliers or the Golden State Warriors or so are scrapping as hard as the Pelicans or as hard as the Celtics, because they know that's the only way they're going to win the game. So I wonder, I'm like, what are these superstar teams? I feel like these superstar teams could dominate these guys.
You think the Bulls record been broken by now if they competed like that? Because that Bulls team competed like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they hold the record.
Granted, that Bulls team, they had Michael Jordan. I mean, I don't think you can take a day off. But Michael Jordan
you could take a day off.
Like LeBron, not no Michael Jordan.
He's not.
You know, Michael Jordan's not gonna let you take a day off and then let you come into the game next. He's gonna be like, don't even look for the ball. He said, don't even look for the ball. I'm gonna shoot it if I see you open. I'm gonna shoot it if I see you open. That's how Michael Jordan was. If you didn't put an effort that he felt like was satisfactory. But I feel like because they are a bad crew. They got Kyrie, Amon Shumpert, LeBron, Kevin Love, Timothy Mozgov, who has proven to be very useful. Timothy Mozgov,
that was a great pickup. That was a great pickup.
He's like low key the most valuable piece on the third, fourth most valuable piece on that team because
he's the boss of that team.
First 8 minutes and he scored his first 8 points in the first 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Like he's doing his thing for them. Like the way he protects the rim. Without him, oh man, this Cavaliers team would be in trouble because people would just dominate them. Like I saw he changed so many shots of Isaiah Thomas's yesterday. When Isaiah Thomas coming, I mean, granted, Isaiah Thomas is a 5'11" point guard, but even Marcus Smart came in and had to think twice about bulldozing in there because of the fact that Timothy Mozgov is there protecting the rim.
So would y'all say this is like LeBron's first like legit big man? Or you still consider Shaq like that legit big man he had for the first time?
Nah, I would consider it to me. Well,
is this like his first legit?
Because Shaq wasn't healthy.
Shaq wasn't like way out of He was at the end.
It might be.
He was a journeyman. He was a journeyman at that point. So wait,
and I can't call Bosh. I can't call Bosh that big man that he's been looking for.
What do you mean?
Like he's more of like a perimeter big man. That's I don't look at him like in the like a strict solely in the post type player, like that LeBron's been looking for. Someone that can change shots in the post and everything.
Okay, yeah.
Well, if
Timothy Mozgov.
If you're talking about a big man that like bangs with people, he's gonna guard the other big men, tire them out. Then yeah, he's legit the very first. Even Chris Anderson, he's made a shot.
Yeah, he did have Birdman.
Yeah, but he wasn't really like he wasn't like a Tyson Chandler type of defender like a Timothy Mozgov. Like he didn't get up in people like if they were to meet, say they were to meet the Clippers in the finals. I mean, granted, Timothy Mozgov getting dunked on by DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin. Yeah. If he met them in the finals, he can legit guard them. Yeah. Apart from just pick and roll dunks on them, he can legit guard them. So I mean, this Cavaliers team, they need to get their act together and really play to the top of their potential.
Got to.
You can't keep playing like this and go into the next round and then play a team like.
The focus was just on Kevin Love, Kyrie, and LeBron. Mm-hmm. They got to show up with the bench.
And they're not even fully using Kevin Love. Mm-hmm. The man only had 13 points yesterday.
Because let me tell y'all real quick. Like you said, going into the next round, Cleveland's not gonna beat Chicago. They play them next.
You said
they're not gonna beat Chicago playing like this. They play them next, and Washington will play Atlanta. They're not gonna beat Chicago. They're not gonna beat Chicago.
Did you see Jimmy Butler's performance the other night?
He did.
He performed. But if you see a lot of his shots, those weren't easy shots.
They wasn't.
So I say. When I see a team perform like that, there's a difference between.
But Derrick Rose didn't show up either. He didn't show up.
Derrick Rose, I'll say first half he didn't show up. Mm-hmm. Second half he played a lot better. But I'm saying when it takes a performance like that from Jimmy Butler hitting all the contested threes, tough shots, that's not. I don't think that's a good. I mean, you won. That's not really a great win.
Play IQ.
It's like it's not really a good win because they're all difficult shots. Mm-hmm. They're not. That's been the problem with the Bulls over all these years because that's why everybody missed Derrick Rose. Because Derrick Rose makes everything easier on everybody else because of his dribble penetration and just because of the fact he's a star. But if you're going back, reverting back to the struggle of watching one man have to score, and then they really need Darko Milicic better be healthy because whatever is going on in his quad, I know definitely the Bulls aren't going anywhere unless he's healthy because he's such a great player off the bench. Vying for Rookie of the Year, people are probably gonna give it to Andrew Wiggins, but I think that man deserves consideration. And he's been balling for the Bulls. So yeah, definitely if the Cavs met them, if they meet the next round,
tough series.
It'd be a tough series because that defense, Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love are going to get it easy. You got Joakim Noah and what's called Pau Gasol in the paint. I mean, let's just say Joakim Noah because Pau Gasol is a body. Pau Gasol.
He plays like. Remember last game we saw him play some defense? Our shockness, yo.
That's what Pau Gasol does.
Hey, he had 4 blocks though. He had 4 blocks.
He does this. He doesn't. I don't know how he had 4 blocks. Whoever got blocked by Pau Gasol should go back and really think about their offensive game.
Because need to go back shooting in the gym.
Yeah, because Pau Gasol legit just stands there and people just adjust around him and just like, I'll take this layup right here. Like that's legit what it's like for people playing Pau Gasol. But going with talking about since we're speaking about LeBron, Pat Riley has some messed up things to say about my man LeBron, man. Like he was talking about him and he said that.
You sure he was throwing shots at LeBron? He said no more smiling faces with hidden agendas.
Who else left?
It said a smiley face before he left too.
Who else left? Dwayne Wade's still there. Chris Bosh is still there. Yeah. Who else left?
The only one?
I know darn well he's not talking about Norris Cole.
Nah.
So who else is he talking about? You have to be LeBron James. I mean, this man's salt is just. I don't understand why you can be so upset for so long. Like, it's been months now. They're in the playoffs. Like, get over it. Like, come on, man.
Not to mention while LeBron was there, he gave you 4 finals, 2 championships, and lots of money. So come on, how you gonna have salt towards this man that gave you so much with his performance?
What do you think, Rashad?
They didn't make the playoffs, so he's gonna be feeling this type. He's gonna be feeling some type of way. He's used to being in the finals lately.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna say wait. He's gotten greedy. He's gotten used to winning so much now with LeBron and them there that it's like, it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's his fault.
See, granted, if Chris Bosh would have been healthy,
they'd have been a playoff team.
They would have been a playoff team. Because that acquisition of Goran Dragic was a great one.
That was.
And if Chris Bosh was healthy, they'd probably be in the playoffs right now. He would have been set up to face the Cavaliers. So that would have been a fun series to watch. But I just think that he needs to get over it because, I mean, he didn't really help himself when LeBron was there. Because, I mean, think about that last parting shot he took when LeBron was leaving. He was saying, before he even left, it was kind of like a challenge he gave to LeBron. Like, if you're really about this, you don't lose and then walk away from this. You come back, do it all over again, and come back and get the chip. Yep. Pretty much saying that even though you lost to the Spurs, we got beat down, which they did get beat down. Yeah. You come back the next year and you work to make it better and work to win. And I'm just like, I mean, that's not how you really get somebody to come back. Like, you don't just tell them like if you're really about it. Like you don't tell somebody that you're trying to coerce them into coming back to play for your team. You don't challenge them, make them like. Make it seem like they're soft. They don't come back to play for your team. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then, apparently, even while LeBron was there was some benefits that LeBron had with the Cavaliers prior to coming to Miami that he didn't have with the Heat and Pat Riley. Like, Pat Riley was like, I'm above catering to your people. Like, his manager, Maverick, and his friends that he's been friends with, like Rich and all of them, Carter and all of them. And apparently, he was just like, I'm not appealing to these people. I shouldn't have to. You're the player on my team, not them. And then LeBron, so that's why he was like, okay, if we're keeping it strictly business, when LeBron was leaving and he had to meet with Pat Riley, and he told Pat Riley, oh, you have to talk to Rich before you can talk to me. He told him you have to talk to my manager. Pat Riley was upset about that, and LeBron was just like, it's business. Yeah, exactly. It's business. I mean, there's no reason for you to be upset. I just feel like it's so childish. Like, why are you still talking? Dwayne Wade's probably sitting there like this. Oh, Pat, just stop.
Pat, stop.
Pat.
Bosh is like, Pat, what you doing, man?
Yeah, he's like, Chris Bosh sitting here talking. Whenever they ask, oh, you playing the Cavaliers? Is the game significant? Chris Bosh is like, it's just another game. Pat Riley ain't making it another game. Pat Riley is not making it another game.
This
Pat
is
Riley,
this is the finals right here. This game means everything.
Mm-hmm. It means everything to them.
You see that he's kind of like trying to like blame LeBron for them drafting Shabazz Napier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm like, whoa, LeBron is not making no executive decisions up there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
just playing ball.
exactly. So if you got somebody, unless LeBron James formally asks you, unless LeBron James tells you, if you get so and so, I'm gonna stay. No, run your team how you want to run it. Because Lord knows, before LeBron left, that team was not looking how that team was looking now. Hassan Whiteside was not Hassan Whiteside. What's it called? Goran Dragic was not there.
Wait, Hassan Whiteside was there?
He was not Hassan Whiteside. Yeah, exactly. And what's it called? And then you have this is what he gave LeBron. He told him, work with this. Josh McRoberts and Danny Granger. Fellas, if we all watched the playoffs last year, and we watched how Josh McRoberts tried to get buck with LeBron James.
Didn't work out too well.
LeBron James is like, I'm not having any of this. And we all know what Danny Granger is now. He's a journeyman who goes from team to team, can't find a landing spot because his injury kind of just derailed his talent. He's suffering from the Tracy McGrady syndrome. Yeah, man.
Yeah, pretty much where you get hurt, you done.
Mm-hmm.
You done. You just slowly decline.
Just
So
done.
you just disappear, yo.
It's sad. Like,
Fade to the back.
and that's what LeBron was supposed to work with. And then seeing that Dwayne Wade was never fully healthy. Who can blame LeBron James? I mean, if
It ain't caused an injury.
yeah, you know what I mean? And if all that he had to do in that finals, how he carried the Heat entirely throughout that finals.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Dwayne Wade's supposed to be his backup mate, and Dwayne Wade was not playing like Dwayne Wade. And then Chris Bosh played all right, but he wasn't playing like exceptional. He wasn't giving LeBron the help he needed. So LeBron's just like,
I'm team on his back.
Yeah, LeBron's pretty much just trying to will his way against the Spurs, and I mean,
Man, you can't do that.
it's hard when you're facing Kawhi Leonard, who's possibly the best wing defender there is, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Thiago Splitter, Patty Mills, all those guys, like Danny Green, their team just runs 11 deep, and you expect LeBron James to beat that, and then you're telling him to come back next year and face that again? Nah.
Hey, but before we get to the next topic, y'all got some breaking news.
That's good.
Scott Brooks got fired.
Ooh.
My man!
Scott Brooks is gone.
No! Scott Brooks!
Scott Brooks is gone.
No!
Oklahoma City Thunder find you a new coach. Scott Brooks is gone.
Oh, Scott!
So,
I saw it coming.
I saw it coming.
I saw it coming.
What does this do for KD now? Is Washington looking more like the destination now?
Scott Brooks! Scott Brooks! Oh man, I didn't think it was gonna happen.
At least not this soon.
My man was a coach of the year 3 years ago. Oh, Scott Brooks!
Fired in 3 years.
Scott Brooks. Actually, I don't blame them for firing him. Honestly, I like Scott Brooks. As long as I'm hurt, but
He was a good coach though.
He was.
Come on, you don't think he was a good coach? He had no pieces this year.
And KD was hurt.
well,
Well, he hasn't won no chips and nothing.
exactly. And you get Kevin Durant and them to the finals. And granted, you can't control what your players do on the court, but I'm pretty sure an offense should consist more of than just Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook isolation at the top of the key doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
And if you watch the Spurs play, that's offense.
Mm-hmm.
You watch the Hawks play, that is offense. You watch the Thunder play, that's superstars.
Yeah.
You can tell there's a difference
Westbrook and KD.
yeah, they're just making it happen. When those two have to put up over 60 points sometimes for you to win, that's not good. I mean, and sometimes this is like they have to put those kind of performances up against like not even above par teams. Like they will play a team like Sacramento and Kevin Durant will be forced to score 40 and Russell Westbrook will be forced to score 35. No, that's not good. That's not good at all.
75 points out of probably 90. But they get out of the whole game.
It's not good.
It's not.
So you have to make an offense that that flows better. Like his offense is just not. It doesn't move. Like everything is just stagnant. It's just and people get on Russell Westbrook. I'm like, where's Scott Brooks?
Where's the coaching at?
Yeah, like where's his liability? I mean, granted, Russell Westbrook's such a talent. You gotta let him do what he got to do. But I mean, Scott Brooks got to be held accountable for something, and finally he is. He's looking for a new job now. I just wonder who the Thunder are going to hire. I mean, I guess. See, here's the funny thing, because now you brought a thing about Washington, Rashad, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, because think about it. Here's the only thing that I say that's holding Kevin Durant there is the fact that he gets to play with Russell Westbrook. But now, even after Russell Westbrook won the scoring title, how is the team going to be after that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Russell Westbrook's ego get even bigger, and he's going to be like, this is my. I mean, apparently players don't think of it that way, as it's my team, his team, whatever.
He's going to feel like that he needs to be the center.
Yeah, like he has to be that guy, and Kevin Durant's going to come back and be like, I was the guy. I mean, Kevin Durant is so unselfish that I can see him making it work. But then if you have a chance to go play with John Wall, Bradley Beal, Marcin Gortat, Nene,
Paul Pierce. He's about to leave soon though. So hey, that's a spot right there.
You know what I mean? Like that's a really good starting lineup right there. But now they just got him these pieces. It's like it sucks so bad that he got hurt because we never got to see what this team's full fruition could have been. Because these pieces really helped them. And this Cantor is it's such a big piece to them now. Since he gives them low post scoring, that it's like I wish I could have seen how they would have performed. Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, all of them were healthy because they could have really done something in the Western Conference. People were saying that they probably would have been one of the best AC teams ever if those two guys were healthy. I mean, Golden State would have had a run for their money. Because the Pelicans weren't going to win it if both those guys were healthy. The Thunder probably wouldn't even have been an 8th seed if both those dudes never got hurt. Even if Serge Ibaka didn't get hurt, the Thunder probably would have got to a 7th or 6th seed. Because the Western Conference was just so close, anybody could have got the seed. Somebody could have jumped from 8th to 6th, 6th to 4th. It was just so close. Yeah, that's just unfortunate, man. Scott Brooks.
Thunder. Y'all best decision would be go get Mark Jackson.
Oh, my man, Mark Jackson.
That'd be the best pickup they can get. Mark Jackson.
Man down. Oh man, Mark Jackson. Yeah, after he got let go by Golden State, he's just sitting there broadcasting. So somebody needs to give Mark Jackson a job because it's not like he did bad with Golden State either. He did a pretty good job with Golden State. So hopefully the Thunder, Scott Brooks, all of them, they just work it out. I don't know if Russell Westbrook's sitting here like, yes, give me somebody that coaches an offense, or we have to wait and see. But on to the next.
You really did not want to talk about this.
I did.
Tim Tebow.
Can I introduce him properly?
Go ahead, Rashad. Do what you got to do.
Former Heisman winning, the first player to not play for 2 years and come back and win an NFL MVP, the starter for the Eagles.
He hasn't won no MVP.
He will.
What?
He will. The starters for the Eagles.
What? A starter for the.
He's about to dominate the offense. Tim.
No.
The greatness. Tebow is back in the league.
He say starters and MVP after 2 years of not playing.
That's why I don't want to talk about Tim Tebow with this man, because this man is just he's so biased on Tim Tebow. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like,
somebody gotta show him some love. Just like I showed the Jaguars some love. Nobody shows them some love, so you got some love.
Oh my God. They were. No, man. No, he's not gonna be an MVP. He hasn't made the roster yet.
He's on third string.
It was reported that it's a 75% chance he'll get cut from the roster.
He's not gonna get cut. Let me tell you why he's not gonna get cut. He's playing for an offense that's perfect for him now. Hold on, aren't you the one that says Tim Tebow is a running back and not a quarterback?
I said they use him like a running back.
Don't you say that? Don't you say that's what he is? Isn't that what the quarterback for what's his name do for Philadelphia?
Who?
Not. Isn't that what the offense is meant for? Isn't that what Chip Kelly did in college with that offense? Treat their quarterback like a.
Not when they Foles.
Darren Thomas was a thrower. I'm talking about in college. What was?
And we see what happened. We see what happened when his quarterback.
When he came to the Eagles. He had no runner except Vic. Vic kept getting hurt.
Exactly, because this offense is not an offense that works well with quarterbacks.
It does, but Tim Tebow is different. Tim Tebow is not gonna get hurt like Mike Vick did.
Because Tim Tebow is big as he weighs 250.
Exactly. Like, what's his name? So you're saying that he's not gonna be able to run over people?
He can run over somebody, but where's the ball gonna go if he can't throw it?
He can't throw the ball. He can't throw the ball. What? He can throw the ball a lot better now than what he could used to.
You know what?
So you're saying constantly? No, he's been off season training all the time. Even though he's been doing analyst stuff, even though he's just college analyst, he's still been preparing to get back in the league. You don't just do nothing and then they gonna pick you back up. No, you gotta work. You got to show them that you can get back in the league. You have to show them, meaning he showed them that he could play still.
Rashad,
Oh Lord.
you know what?
I'm trying to be for real. I'm not even trying to be
You're
biased.
not
I'm not even
being
trying to be
serious.
biased. I am being serious.
You're not being
I'm
serious.
not even
What's Sam
trying.
Bradford?
You're not being serious at all. Because you know what? That's the last straw. Because you want to.
Don't bring up the Patriots. Do not bring up the Patriots.
Do it,
Oh,
man.
I wasn't going to bring up the Patriots. And now that you bring up the Patriots, he got cut from their team so quick.
Mhm.
Because
he
Bill
wasn't
Belichick,
viable.
Bill
He got a
Belichick,
third-string quarterback.
Bill Belichick didn't want a Tim Tebow. He wanted another Tom Brady. That's what he wanted.
Do you realize what you?
He wanted another Tom. He did not want a quarterback like Tim Tebow. He wants something like another Tom Brady.
Do
He
you
doesn't want a
trash?
scrambling. No, he's not. No.
He is.
No.
I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to call him trash.
All he does is win.
8-8 is all we do is win.
And for the
His last season,
Jets.
his last full season
Awful.
on the
Jets.
Broncos. That
was
team
on
the Broncos?
He was 8-8. All he does is win my foot.
But
All he does is
didn't
win
he
my
win? Didn't
foot.
he win the playoffs?
He
That's
won
500.
one playoff
That's not.
game.
He didn't have a losing record with the Broncos.
Oh my!
He didn't have a losing
God.
record.
It wasn't a winning record.
Because their defense was so stout. They had a great
Guys,
defense.
you
Their defense
guys
carried
are
them.
hating.
Oh, John
He
Fox.
did not. His defense did not carry them.
Yo, what?
Their defense did their thing.
Tebow.
Tim Tebow was
Oh!
fourth quarter, Mr. Fourth Quarter.
What?
He wasn't He wasn't trash all game until the fourth quarter.
Oh.
Was he not? Was he not trash all game until the fourth quarter?
I mean,
Was he not trash
he
all game
made
until the
some
fourth
clutch
quarter
throws, but-
and won and wins?
He
He's
only has
greatness. That's
8
greatness.
wins.
That's greatness.
Hey, that's not
That's
greatness.
clutchness.
greatness.
That's greatness and clutchness.
No, it's not.
That's greatness and
You trash
clutchness.
until the
Bro, are you
fourth quarter. How is that great?
Because it's
You know
clutch.
what I'm
Because he
saying?
wins. He still wins. It's clutch.
Evidently, he doesn't win enough. He won 8 games and then got bounced out by the Patriots, obliterated by the Patriots in the second round.
The Patriots is a good team. The Patriots is a great team.
Yeah.
Whoa. What's his name? The Colts got obliterated. Yeah, I got jumping over words.
Oh my! You said
Jumping over words there.
You gotta slow
But
down.
yeah. So does it make
the Colts actually had over 8 wins.
does that make
And their whole offense-
does that make Andrew Luck bad?
He actually has the numbers to prove he's not.
Exact-
This is Tim Tebow's number from
But
his last season in Denver. He played 14 games.
Uh-huh.
He attempted 271 passes. His completion percentage was 46.5%. Rashad, if you don't say this man is trash, I promise you you're losing all football.
Didn't I say he was trash until the fourth quarter?
Less than 50%.
Less than 50%.
He's better passer now.
He do 1,000.
He's a better because he's been working constantly to get better. That's why he got picked up. That's why you don't just get signed for no reason.
You want to know what Jay Feely said about him?
Jay Philly.
Jay Feely.
Jay Philly has a say.
I mean, he's an NFL player.
Okay.
I mean, he has to say. He said Tim Tebow was the worst quarterback he has ever seen.
Oh, this man's not a quarterback.
Jay Feely is a kicker.
He's a kicker.
But still,
So you gonna let a
you see
kicker-
quarterbacks. You see, you're in the NFL. You see quarterbacks week in and week out, and he said Tim Tebow was the worst quarterback he's ever
I
seen.
will take your opinion over Jay Philly's, even though he's in the league.
Dang, bro, that's dang.
It's nothing against kickers because my man Jason's a kicker. Jason did his thing as a kicker,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kicker.
but it's not a kicker. But no,
I mean, you can see a quarterback.
You
and tell
talk
he's
about
garbage.
you talk about kickers. You talk about kickers. We talk about quarterbacks.
No, but I'm saying, I mean, we're not even NFL players. We can see that Tim Tebow is
Exactly.
inaccurate. He
was-
can't throw a
But
football.
so you still think he's gonna be that inaccurate now?
If somebody tells me Tim Tebow had 13 incompletions on passes on air, Rashad, that's horrible.
Under
We
50%.
passes on air is pretty much where the receiver is going to do a route.
Mm.
The receiver tells you he's going to do a slant. All you got to do is throw the route to him. There's no lineman. There's no defensive backs to guard him. It's just you and the receiver. 13
don't make it?
incompletions. I apologize. 13 incompletions. That is terrible. We could do that. We do that with our friends. You just throwing
Exactly.
outside. 13 completions. Come on, man. Come on. It can't be this biased. You can't be this biased, bro. Come on.
So you're saying Tim Tebow would not do a thing in the league?
I'm saying-
with
I'm not saying
Philadelphia
Not
Eagles.
as a QB.
I'm not. Yeah, not as a starting QB.
Mm-mm.
He can make. I
Sam
believe
Bradford
him. I believe Tim Tebow will make a third string as on a team. If you tell me Tim Tebow's a starting quarterback,
Get out.
See, Sam, my man said, "Get out."
Get out.
the door's over there.
My man Sam Bradford is there just for trading rights. He's there for the three-way trade to potentially get Marcus Mariota. If they don't get Mariota, That's why they got Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow still won't start.
I think he'll start over in that offense. I think he'll start over Sam
Oh
Bradford.
my god.
Sam Bradford gets hurt. Sam Bradford get hurt too much.
Oh my. But
So he will.
if he's
He
healthy,
will
that
start
man
halfway through the season.
Oh my. Yeah, he didn't even start over Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez did it.
He didn't even start over that man. Are you serious?
Oh my god.
Because what's his name? What's Rex Ryan liked him up there. Rex Ryan liked some Mark Sanchez. That's why he stayed as a starter. That's why they're both out of there. That's why they both are out of there.
You know what? They're both out of there because they suck. Because they're awful.
Hey,
that's why they
made it to the AFC
Smith
Championship.
Because of their defense. That's the only reason why Tim Tebow got to the what's it called, the playoff, because of their defense. Mm-hmm. And let's not act like they got into the AFC Championship before after Darrell Revis left. The minute Darrell Revis left, they sucked. They were awful after Darrell Revis left. Yeah, Darrell Revis was the difference. Him, Antonio Cromartie, all them guys, Ferguson on the line, all they're the only reason why they were in the playoffs. Rex Ryan could coach some defense, but when it came to offense, and no, they were awful. They sucked after Darrell Revis left. They were just
over.
Yeah, it was over. The Rex Ryan's no.
I just want to see my man Tebow perform in the league. That's all I want to see. Just like I want to see the Jaguars win. It's just two things I want to see.
What? Going on to the next topic.
How you not like the Jaguars, man?
Going on to the next topic. May 2nd is coming up pretty fast, guys. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Man, it's coming up. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna be, ordering the fight. Ordering. You know what I mean? Like we're all gonna be ordering the fight in order to watch it. In Vegas. What do you guys think each fighter has to do to get the Tim Tebow. What do you think each fighter has to do to get the win? Yeah.
MVP.
What they gotta do? I'm gonna tell you what Pacquiao has to do. He has to be like Tim Tebow. Now let me be for real. See,
they're actually friends. You know that? They're friends.
They are friends.
They're friends. They pray together. Everything.
They do.
Manny Pacquiao is gonna save Floyd Mayweather. That's what he told everybody. He said, "I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna knock him out. Then I'm gonna save his soul." That's a Manny Pacquiao.
That's some hardcore intimidation stuff.
That's some Tim Tebow type. That's something that Tim Tebow said. I'm gonna destroy the Pittsburgh Steelers, but then I'm gonna save every player in the locker room's heart. I'm gonna come on home. Because that's the team he beat in the playoffs.
But
oh damn, you are wearing a Steelers hat, huh?
See, Pacquiao. Yeah, Pacquiao. Pacquiao has to be aggressive. He has to be aggressive because Mayweather's he's a very defensive fighter. You're not gonna get much hits on him. He's gonna get you enough times to win every round. Yeah. He's gonna bob and weave, jab, points for him. You can't just let him walk around the ring constantly doing what he wants to use. What I'm trying to say is you can't let Mayweather control the fight. Mm-hmm. Pacquiao has to be in control if he wants to have a chance to win. Now, I also think Mayweather might have faster hands than Pacquiao. They both have incredibly fast hands.
Mm-hmm. But probably is faster.
Yeah. I feel like Mayweather doesn't get touched often. So I feel like, get hit a couple times. Remember his last fight is actually like one of the first few times he actually got cut up and stuff.
Maidana.
So I'm like, it was Maidana fight?
Mm-hmm.
So like Pacquiao can do that to him. Pacquiao can make him feel what a punch feels like.
Yeah.
You think he beat one?
I mean, what do you think they have to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What they have to do?
What do you think they have to
do? Mayweather has to.
Yeah, Pacquiao's going to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about what do you mean? What does Mayweather need to do?
Yeah, what do you think Floyd Mayweather needs to do in order to beat Manny Pacquiao?
Really?
And vice versa.
Just keep doing that defense he does. Like, still be as defensive as he is, and just catch Pacquiao when he's slipping.
See, that's the thing. Floyd's not adjusted. And most of the people he's fought are right-handers. Because Manny Pacquiao's a southpaw, it's gonna be a lot different for Floyd.
It is.
It's a lot different fighting a left-hand fighter than a right-hand fighter. And because Manny Pacquiao, the way he fights, it's just so it's just like a bear attack. He just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He just
It's
stays on you.
Kind of like what's the name? And kind of like Madonna.
And that's the thing.
Except it's a lot faster and a lot harder.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a lot more strategic, other than just like
Mayweather.
I'm not gonna say he's overpower him.
It's just how Pacquiao has to win more so.
It's more control. It's a more controlled dominance.
Okay. Because if you just rush Floyd Mayweather, he's gonna tag you and get points. And that's what he did.
That's what he did.
In the second fight with Maidana, he just showed ultimately how he was like, man, we're just in two different boxing classes. So Maidana has nowhere near the hand speed of Manny Pacquiao, but Maidana has the aggressiveness how Manny Pacquiao had it. And then you could tell in the fight with Maidana, Floyd Mayweather wore him out because he was just trying to stay aggressive. And you saw after round 5 or so, Maidana his punches starting to lose as much velocity. Everything's just. And Floyd Mayweather's gonna pick you. He's gonna be rolling with you and everything. He was just rolling, ducking his punches and everything, and he was just catching Maidana. But Manny Pacquiao, because his hand speed is so much faster, I mean, Manny has to be in great shape, and so does Floyd. They both have to be in incredible shape because it's not gonna be easy. This fight is not
the biggest fight for them.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy because what's it called?
Did you see the when he was talking to Stephen A?
When he was saying that he was there's no way I could say that which one, Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray.
No, not that one, not that one. The most recent John, when he came to his house or whatever, he was talking about he was like, what drives you for because he's actually doing new stuff that he hasn't done since he's first started boxing. And he's like, I really want to win.
Yeah,
that's the motive Mayweather has right now. This fight means everything to him.
Yeah, because he's getting so disrespected.
He is.
It's ridiculous. Everybody's acting like this Manny Pacquiao fight is Floyd Mayweather's career. Floyd Mayweather is who Floyd Mayweather is because he's 47-0. He has no losses on his career, his resume. Manny Pacquiao has lost, but whatever reason, Manny Pacquiao is getting all this clout. I mean, granted, Manny Pacquiao is the parallel of Floyd in their career time. It's his rival pretty much amongst his career. It's kind of like Magic Bird. If Magic didn't beat Bird, his career didn't mean as much as if you know what I mean. So Manny Pacquiao is getting this clout that Floyd has to beat him in order for his career to mean something. Because Floyd, it's ridiculous. If he would have just went and retired, 47-0 would not have mattered anymore.
No,
it would not have mattered.
You didn't fight Pacquiao.
So that's why all the people that are sitting here talking about him oh, you're 47-0 doesn't matter. He's like, to heck with y'all. He's like, he's like, to heck with y'all because I haven't lost. He's like, why? What do I have to prove? He's like, why is Manny Pacquiao getting this credibility? All he does is run his mouth and all this. So it's like they're both aiming for something to fight because Pacquiao apparently. I mean, we all know Pacquiao has been doing a lot of talking about Floyd for the past 5 years. There's a lot of talking, and we all know that. What's it called? Pacquiao apparently is still upset with Floyd over the drug abuse.
Yeah.
The what's it called? The PED allegation. About him getting accused about that. So Pacquiao's like, you know what, I'm coming for you. And Floyd's like, man,
disrespect.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be here because I never left the mountaintop. Floyd's like, there ain't no ways to beat me. There's 5 ways to beat you, Pac. He's like, there's no way. He's like, nobody has any recipe on how to beat me, but we have plenty of recipes to beat you. You know what I mean? So it'll be an interesting it'll be an interesting fight to see. That's for sure.
You guys will get my pick next week.
Yeah, we're gonna make our picks next week, guys. So make sure you tune in at 1 o'clock.
Hold on. Who you got for the games tonight?
I got Atlanta.
Atlanta?
I got Atlanta.
I got Grizzlies for the Trailblazers and Grizzlies.
I got Portland pulling this one out this time.
You think?
I got Portland pulling this one out this time.
But the Clippers and the Spurs.
Oh, that's a toughie.
Spurs ain't gonna lose 2 straight.
That's that. But
Spurs not gonna lose 2 straight.
It depends on the health of Tony Parker because his ankle.
He's playing.
I know, but I'm saying he can play, but he needs to be Tony Parker. That's the thing. If he's not fully healthy and he's not Tony Parker, then I feel like the Spurs are gonna lose again. And Thiago Splitter has to be healthy too because Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan and them were just having a field day with them last game. So Thiago Splitter needs to be healthy and really, really ball out. And Tony Parker needs to actually match up with Chris Paul and not get abused. But guys, our time has come to a close. It's been fun talking sports with you today.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter at KBR_sports. Go subscribe to our channel, KBR Sports. Hey, watch our videos there if you missed them today. Tell your friends.
Yeah. You guys can call in if you want at this number 757-683-4405. If you think that you know your stuff and you can debate.
Talk to us next week.
Yeah,
talk to us next week. Get in touch with us. We'd like to hear what y'all got to say.
Yeah. Don't come on here saying some Tim Tebow type of stuff. Don't come on here saying that kind of crap to me.
Tim Tebow's the one.
I'm gonna get upset. I might hang up
He's
the phone.
the one.
I might hang up the phone. I'm not gonna lie.
Get out.
When he said Tim Tebow, I almost turned off his mic. I almost turned off the mic.
Turn the
So
volume down.
yeah. So it's been real, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.